Angela, and this is Alex. I'm not quite sure where to start because this is the introduction to the whole series as to why we are filming the stuff that we are. Every time I talk to Alex about it, or why, I always say, at least in my heart, I feel like the reason we're doing it is to be able to look back on all of our memories and have video. I've always been a photographer, but there's something really special about video. And I had my best friend Bree, my dog, who I had had in my life for over 11 years, recently passed away in March of 2022. And looking through all of my albums, I just realized that I just don't have enough video. That's kind of the whole origin story of this channel, because now it is Alex and me, and we adopted a rescue puppy named Cora. She's our other little red tri-Aussie. Once you have an Aussie, I feel like you can't have any other dog. There's a whole story behind her.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Yeah, you are.
I'm super ready.
Cool. Let's go see.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go see puppy Cora.
Okay, let's go see her.
Where are we going?
We're bringing our little girl home. Cora! Hi, sweet girl!
Cora! Hi!
You're so cute!
You want to go to a new home?
You want to go home? Let's go home. So we're going to be sharing more about her journey, how she came to be, and where we're at now. So I think we're at like 5 months now of having her in our lives. And that's Kiki. She's our other little rescue. That is a quick introduction. I think that before we jump into all of the videos that we have been taking more recently, I wanted to give brief history as to who I am, who Alex is, what we're about, why we're doing this channel, and hopefully we can build a community of people who enjoy our content and we can inspire other people. We really love these creators. Doozer, Kara and Nate, Beck and Eamon, Max and Aki. We don't watch TV, but we do watch these guys on their YouTube channel. Oh, and we also love Raising Voyagers. So the cool thing is I actually know Heather from church, like way back in the day. So that's kind of like why I started watching them, and they also have been a big inspiration as to like why Alex and I are doing the videos and sharing them here on YouTube. So shout out to Heather and her husband Brady. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate your channel and how you're doing it and sharing your story. Back to why we're doing this. One of the best things that I could do is to just kind of give you a really brief history as to how we met and go from there. And then that way, all of the following videos that we post and we share with you all will make a little bit more sense. Alex is someone who I actually met way back in, I believe, 2018. We may have met even before that, but we're not quite sure to put all the pieces together. To give a little bit of background, Alex and I had known of each other through climbing community, through the biking community here in Dayton, Ohio. I had moved myself out to Portland, Oregon for the second time. And I ended up coming back to Dayton to visit some friends. And while I was here, I was climbing at the local crag, and he came up to me. He said, "Hey, I'm Alex, nice to see you." And it's like, "Oh, hey, Alex, I'm Angela," and it was as brief as that. And then, we started following each other on Instagram, or maybe we had already started following each other. I don't know exactly how the timeline happened. But then fast forward to 2019, late 2019, like November 2019, my roommate in Portland and I ended up moving back to Dayton. She was also originally from Dayton, and we were meeting at a coffee shop to kind of check in on each other and see how everything's going, like what's new with you and how's your job, and all of that fun stuff. And in walks Alex into the coffee shop. My friends and I looked at him, we looked at each other, and we're like, he's cute, I quite literally shouted across the coffee shop, like, "Hey, are you Alex?" Like, he was all the way at the cash register, and I'm like hollering at him, "Hey, Alex," and he's like, "Hey, you remember me?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I remember you." He had this cute face and he had this big old beard, so he didn't think that I would recognize him. He walks over and we get each other's number and we start kind of hanging out. We're going climbing together and we started dating and we fell in love. And so that kind of started this whole life together. About a year and a few months into the relationship, I officially moved into his little house. So I say little because it's 482 square feet and it's super cute. We call it the tiny cottage. We love it. So you are aware, these are probably the only two pans that he ever owned before he met me. that's the really short version of who we are, why we're doing this. We love biking. I love cooking, and we're both vegan, and I love to be able to share the yumminess that I create. We love to go on little micro adventures around Dayton and around the surrounding areas here.
Where are we going?
We're going back to the As much as I would love to be traveling of the world like Cora and Nate, or being in an amazing cabin in the woods like Beck and Eamon, I think that we have a little bit of a small, maybe more relatable lifestyle where we live in a small town, and that helps us be able to afford other smaller things and allows me to be able to work in a more leisurely pace than I would if I was working a traditional 9 to 5. I think that that's probably the best way for me to describe who we are. Is we love to be able to share our little micro adventures with you. We love to share our yummy vegan dishes with you, and you can always make them non-vegan if you're not a plant-based eater. I would love for you to come along for the ride. Please don't break. I saw the sun, and it made me close my eyes. I saw the sun.
Yeah, buddy, come on, cut them out. They're catching you. Heckle, heckle, heckle.